Hi everyone, this video for solving the revision pack for the final exam for grade 8. In the first question, find the measure of the angle x of each triangle. So in the first triangle we have 45, we have 80, and the angle up there is x plus 10. So in order to find the missing angle, we should know that the sum of the angles of any triangle is always 180 degree. So for any triangle, the sum of all the three angles is 180. So we write this equation, we add all of these three angles, we write it's equal to 180 so we can find the value of x. So we have 45 plus 80 and then plus x plus 10 equal to 180 degree. Now for this equation, in order to solve to find x, I need to make x the subject. So I need x to be here alone, remove all these values. First, let me add them. 80 and 10, 90, plus 45 will be 135. So we take to the other side. Here we have x equal to 180 minus, because when I take to the other side will be minus 135. So x is equal to 45. Now if I need to find the value of this angle here, we substitute the value of x, which is 45. We substitute it here. So it will be 45 plus 10 equal to 55. So the upper angle is 55, and then we have here 45, 80. The sum of them has to be 180. Now for the second part, we have here x, which is not inside the triangle. So we call it x is an exterior angle. We said that there's a theorem that says that the exterior angle is equal to the sum of the other two remote angles. So x here is equal to the sum of these two remote angles. So 30 plus 15 equal to 45 degrees. Now, question number 2. Find the measure of the angles x, d, e, h, I, and then explain and show your work. Okay, so after we solve it, we need to explain why the answer is like this. So first off, you can start with any letters that you need to find. Let me start with D, for example, going from left. So D is equal to, so if you see here, we have this angle here next to D is 66, and that angle 66 and D creates a straight line angle, 180. So to find D, I should do 180 minus 66, which is equal to 114. Now we need to write the explanation. Just like short explanation, we can say that it makes straight angle. Or we can just write straight angle. Because the angle D and the angle 166 will create a straight angle, which is 180. Now, to find H, for example, as you can see here, D and H are on the same side. So these two can be considered as corresponding angles. So they are equal. You can make like the F letter here. So we can say that H is equal to D, which is equal to 114 degree. And then we say that it's corresponding angles. So we know that corresponding angles are equal. Then, for example, let me find x. If you see that here next to x we have e, I can't do a straight line. But if you make the z shape, you will see that x is equal to 59 degrees. So you write x equal to 59 degrees, and then the explanation, alternating angles, because it creates the z shape. Now, angle E is so easy. We said that x and E create a straight angle. So to find E, we do 180 minus x, which is 59, equal to, we have 121 degrees. And again, the explanation, we can say straight angle. Lastly, if I need to find I, again, if you check E and I are on the same side, both of them on the left, and here we can create the F letter. So E and I are equal. We say I is equal to E, which is equal to 121. Again, the explanation is corresponding angle. Corresponding angles. So here for this question, you need to know the straight line angle, that is 180. Then the alternate angles are equal. They make the Z shape. Corresponding angles are equal. They make the F shape. Then question number 3, it says, find the slope between these points. So we have point A, B, and C. Okay, to find the slope on a line, I need only 2 points. So here in this question, like any 2 points that you will choose, you will get the same slope, the same value. So you can choose any 2. I will choose the one that has like smaller values. So I will choose A and B. Now to find the formula for the slope, which is M, we need to write the formula, don't forget. So the formula for the slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now you can name the points wherever you like. So you can name A as point 1 or B as point 1. But you should know that when you have the point, like it has 2 values, for example, A has 3 and 5, you should know that the first value has to be x, the second value has to be y, always, as the alphabetical order, x and then y. So here also I have x and y. So let me name point A as 1, so x1, y1, and point B as 2, x2, y2. Now let me use the formula. It says y2 minus y1. y2 is 15 here, minus y1 for A, it's 5, over x2, which is 7, minus x1, which is 3. 15 minus 5 is 10. 7 minus 3 is 4. Now always for the slope, we have to simplify it. So these two values can be divided by 2. So I can write it as 5 over 2. And that's it. This is the slope. Again, if you use the point, for example, C and A, you'll get the same value. Now for question 4, again, find the slope between these points. We know the formula. So you should write it again, but I will not write it here. So y2 is a 3, minus y1 is 7, divided by x2, which is minus 6, minus x1, minus 2. Now when I solve it, in the numerator, 3 minus 7 is minus 4. Minus 6 minus 2 is minus 8. Now we need to simplify it. Minus and minus will cancel. Now it's positive. 4 over 8, we can divide it by 2, can be written as, oh no, we can also divide by 4. So it will be 1 over 2. So this is the simplified answer. For question 5, again find the slope. We do y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Minus 1 minus 5 is minus 6. 6 minus 3 is 3. So 6 divided by 3 is 2. Don't forget we have the sign minus, so the slope is minus 2. Now question number 6, write the equation of the graph. So here we have a graph that is drawn. I need to find its equation. Now there's two methods to find the equation. First of all, we know that the equation is y equal to mx plus b. And I need to find the value of m, which is the slope, and the value of b, which is the y-intercept. Now for the y-intercept of the first one, you check the line, it crossed the y-axis at 4. So now plus b is equal to 4 plus 4. Y equal to, then here let me put x. So now I need to find m, the slope. You can either for example, we have this point. You can take, for example, another point, like one from here. And then you do y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 to find the slope. This is one method. Or the other method, if you have the graph, we know that m is equal to rise over run. So from that point of the y-intercept, let me go one step to the right. And then I go up till I find the line. So one step to the right, it means here the run is 1. And then I went 2 steps up, then the rise is 2. So always make the run equal to 1, so you divide by 1. You will get the same value. So the rise is equal to 2. So m here is equal to 2. This is the equation. Y equal to 2x plus 4. Now for the second graph, again the equation y equal to mx plus b. So this is y, x. Now let me find the value of b. The value of b is when I cross the y-intercept, the y-axis, so it's 7. Now again, you can either do y2 minus y1, or you can just find it from the graph. For this one, let's find it from the points, since we have them. So y2 is 4, minus y1 is 7, over x2 is 4, minus x1 is 0. 4 minus 7 is minus 3. 4 minus 0 is 4. So the slope here, as you see, the line is going down, so the slope has to be negative. So it's minus 3 over 4. This is the equation of the line. Question number 7. Graph the equation y equal to minus 3x plus 4. So one of the student may find points to draw the graph, because for any graph we need points. So we can do x and y. So you put some values for x to find the y value. So x can be any value. I can put it as 0, 1, and 2. And then I substitute the x value here in the equation to find y. So when x is 0, minus 3 times 0 equals 0, and then plus 4. So y equal to 4. This is the first point. Now when x equal 1, 1 times minus 3 is minus 3. Minus 3 plus 4, this is 1. Now when x is 2, 2 times minus 3 is minus 6. Minus 6 plus 4 is minus 2. Now to do the graph, I place the point. X is 0, y is 4. This is the first point. X1, y1. Second point. X2, y minus 2. Third point. And then I match them with a straight line. So make sure that you have a ruler in the exam. Now there's another method. Another student will solve it very quickly. He will start with the y-intercept, which is 4. And then he would say that the slope is minus 3. What does that mean? It means if the run equal to 1, I should go down by 3. Why down? Because it's minus. 1, 2, 3. Here's the second point. And then he will match these 2 points with a straight line. So again, you can get the graph by using only these 2 steps. So you can either find the points from the table, the x and y table, or you can use the y-intercept and then use the slope to find the other point. Next one, write these equations in slope-intercept form. Again, slope-intercept form means y equal to mx plus b. So you need to make sure that the subject is y. Now in the first one, as you can see here, we have y is a negative value. So I will take it to the other side to make it positive. Then when I take it to the other side, I have next to it minus 10. So also I will take minus 10 to the other side. So on that side, when minus y go there, will be y. And then you should put x first. X is minus x. And then minus 10 when it goes to this side will be plus 10. So this is the first part is answered, y equal to minus x plus 10. We might also ask for like for example, I can ask you what's the y-intercept? It's 10. And what's the slope? It's minus 1. There's 1 here, but we don't write it. Now for the second part, part B, y is positive, so I will leave it on this side, 7y. And I need to get rid of x, I will take to the other side. So it will be 14x plus 49. Now I don't need 7y, I need y. So I need to do the opposite. In order to remove 7, I should divide by 7. Then it will be y equal to, we divide everything by 7. 14 over 7 is 2. X plus 49 divided by 7 is 7. This is the second part. Now for the third part, let me remove them. Here, first of all, we have a problem. We have to expand. So minus 2y minus times minus will be plus 2x equal 4. Now, since y is negative, let me take it to the other side. So 2y is equal to, I have here 2x. And then that 4 comes to the left side, becomes minus 4. Now again, I don't need 2y, I need only 1y. So we divide by 2. Y equal to x minus 2. Now, the last part, we have 3y plus 5x over 2 equal to x plus 5. Now, here from the beginning, we have a problem. We have this problem divided by 2. In order to remove it, I should multiply everything by 2. When I multiply by 2, the left side will be 3y plus 5x. So we only remove divide by 2. Now the right hand side here, I should multiply by 2. So 2x plus 10. Now leave this 3y here alone. Take 5x to the other side. It will be 3y equal to minus 5x plus 2x plus 10. Now let's simplify it. Minus 5x plus 2x will give me minus 3x. Minus 3x plus 10. Now, I need to divide everything by 3. So y is equal to minus 3 divided by 3 is minus 1. So minus x plus. Now 10, can I divide by 3? No. So it's okay. I write it as a fraction. 10 over 3. And this is the equation in slope-intercept form. Now, question 9. On the coordinate plane provided, plot the points A and B and C. Connect the points with a straight line. Okay. So the first point, minus 2, minus 2. We start with x first. Minus 2. Minus 2 is here. Then b is minus 1, 1. X is minus 1. Y is 1. C is x is 1. Y is 7. And the question says match them with a straight line. Okay. Then, in the second part, it says, what is the equation of the line? So for the equation, let me put y. Let me put x. Now, what's the y-intercept? Plus 4. Now, I need to find the slope. So, again, when the run equal to 1, we check what's the rise. I'm going up 1, 2, 3. So the slope is 3. This is the equation, y equal to 3x plus 4. Now, in the second part, it says, is y equal to 3x plus 1 parallel to the previous line, this one? And then explain. So, we said that for lines to be parallel, they should have the same slope, exactly. So, this is 3 and this is 3. Are they parallel? We say yes. Then the explanation. They both have the same slope. So they are parallel. Now, question number 10. Find the radius r. Now here, if you see in the cone, we have inside it, we have a triangle. And that triangle has a right angle here. So here we can use Pythagoras theorem to find r. Now, first of all, we know that we have two types for Pythagoras theorem, okay? I need to check, am I finding the hypotenuse, the largest side, or not? Now, the hypotenuse is always the side that is not related to the right angle. So the right angle here is 8 and r. So where's the hypotenuse? It's here. We call it C always, the hypotenuse. It's that side, 10. So here I'm not trying to find the hypotenuse. No, I need to find one of the right angle side. So then here, what will be the formula? C square minus A square is equal to B square. So if you have the hypotenuse, you should use minus. If you need to find the hypotenuse, you should do plus. Now, what is C square? C square is the hypotenuse, which is 10 square, minus A is 8, minus 8 square, equal to, now I don't write B square, I write the value of it. The value of it is R, equal to R square. 10 square is 100, minus 8 square is 64, equal to R square. Now R square is equal to 100 minus 64 is 36. Now I need to find R, not R square. What should I do? We do the square root, because the square root and the power of 2 cancel. The square root of 36. So R is equal to 6, and then the unit meters. Question 11. Find the length of first and second diagonal. So diagonal is the line that connects two opposite points or two opposite angles. Now, first of all, here I have a cuboid. You should know that. The cuboid is, we said that, you remember in the source area, we said that the cuboid has 6 faces. All of them are rectangles. So you should know that here everything is right angle. This is right angle here. This is right angle here. Right angle. Everything we have is right angle here. Now to find the red line, the first diagonal, let me take that triangle, and here there's a right angle. Let me use this triangle, 5, 6, and that diagonal, the red one. Let me color it with it. Okay, so now I'm using this triangle. Now we check the first diagonal. Is it C or not? This is the right angle here. Yes, the first diagonal is C. So to find it, we say that C square is equal to A square plus B square. So C square is equal to 5 square plus 6 square. So since you have calculator here, you can use it. You have 5 square plus 6 square, which is 61. Now I need to find C. C is equal to the square root of 61. Like, the square root of 61 doesn't have a square root. You can use the calculator to make it. It's square root of 61, or you can write it as a decimal. Since the question doesn't say like round it or do 3 significant figures, you can leave it as square root of 61. Now, I need to find the second diagonal. Now, let me draw the triangle that I need to use. Let me color it, sorry. So now I will use this triangle. The one that is standing inside the cuboid. It's that triangle. Again, where's the right angle? We should put it. Let me put it on the shape. Here's the right angle. So this side is the right angle. This side is the right angle. So again here, the second diagonal is C. I need to find the hypotenuse. Now we have the same formula. C square is equal to A square plus B square. Now a square is a 3 square plus b square. I just found it. It was a square root of 61. So square root of 61 and then square. C square is equal to. Look, what does that mean? Square root and then square. We just said it before, it's cancelled. So we have here 9 plus 61, which is 70. C square equal to 70. So C is equal to square root of 70. And we put the units, meters. So always check. Are you finding the hypotenuse? Then it's a square plus b square. If you are not finding the hypotenuse, then it's c square minus a square. Okay, that's the end of chapter of the Pythagoras. Now, the circle. Find the circumference and round your answer to the nearest hundredth. Now, if I check the first circle, what is given here? Yes, the diameter. So the circumference is equal to pi times d. Now I have to use the calculator because I need the answer to be accurate. So what is d here? D is 10. So I should do pi, you click shift and then you find it here. So this is pi times the diameter is 10. If you get this answer, you click this to make it decimal. 31 point these values. It says to the nearest hundredth. Hundredth means the second digit after the decimal point. So to make the rounding, I need to check 5. 5, is it rounded up or down? It's rounded up. So C is equal to 31.42. Unit is meters. Now, for the second circle, I don't have D, I have R this time. So we write C is equal to 2 pi R. C is equal to 2 times pi times R here is 21. Again, we use the calculator. 2 times pi times 21. 131.95. Then the unit is centimeter. Okay, next. Find the area and round your answer to the nearest, no, to round your answer for 3 significant figures. Okay. First of all, we write the formula of the area. Area is equal to pi r square. But here the circle, it gives me d, not r. D is 10. So how can I find r? R is equal to d over 2. So 10 over 2 is 5. So r is 5. Now I write pi times 5 square. Let me do it on the calculator. Pi times 5 square. We said the 3 significant figures. So I need to take the first 3 digits and then I do the rounding. 7, 8, 5. This is 3 digits. Now we do the rounding. So I check 3. 3 is round down. So 78.5. Don't forget the unit. It's meter. This is area, meter squared. Now, next question, 14. It says, the face of the clock has a circumference of 14 pi. So C is given 14 pi. What is the area rounded to the nearest whole number? We know that area is what? Pi r square. So when I write the formula, I understand that I need r. And in the problem, r is not given, c is given. So now we write the formula of c that includes r, which is 2 pi r. Now what's the value of c? It's 14 pi. So I substitute c by 14 pi. Now how to make r the subject to find its value? We divide by 2 pi. And here I divide by 2 pi. So from here it's cancelled. Now I have only r. Now 14 pi over 2 pi. We cancel pi and pi. So you have 14 divided by 2. R is equal to 7 inches. Now I apply the formula for the area. Pi times r is 7 squared. Then the calculator. Pi times 7 squared. It says round to the nearest whole number. It means I don't need decimal. 153. Then I check 9. 9 is round up. 154. The unit for the area is inches squared. Now, find the surface area and the volume of each shape. We need surface area and then volume. Okay, first we said that for the surface area, I need to think of the shape and try to find how many faces does it have in total. So here, this one, the base of it is triangle. So from each side of the triangle, I will have a rectangle. So till now I have 3 faces. Then I have 1 triangle up and 1 triangle down. This is 2. So 3 and 2, I have 5 faces. Now to find the surface area, we try to draw the triangles that the rectangles and the triangles that we have. Let me start with this rectangle, okay? It's the dimension of it 10 by 6. 10 by 6. Then let me do this triangle, sorry, this rectangle. It's 5 by, what's this side? When you don't see the side, check the opposite of it. Because here I'm dealing with rectangles. Opposite sides are equal. So this is 5, this is 10. 5 by 10. Now, the rectangle at the back, it's 5 by 10 also. So it's equal to that one that I have here, 5 by 10. So here, let me write 2 and circle it, which means that I have 2 faces here are equal. So to now I have 3 faces. Now what is left? The triangle. Let me draw this triangle. The height is given 4. And here's the right angle. Now for the triangle, it's base times height over 2. So I have to know the base. Now some of the students will use this 5, will use this side, which is totally wrong. Because when we say base times height, I need to check the sides that has the right angle. That 5 is the hypotenuse here. We don't need to use it. So look, this is the base. And this is the height. There's a right angle between them. They have to be perpendicular. Now the height is 4. What's the base? We don't know this. Check the opposite. It's 6. Now we found the area. And by the way, how many triangles do we have? We have 2 equal triangles. So let me put 2 here. Now let's check the faces. 2 and 2, 4 and 1, 5. Now let's find their area individually one by one. The area of the rectangle, you should write the formula. Space times height. 6 times 10 is 60. Unit inches square. Here it's 5 by 10, which is 50 inches squared. Now let me write the formula for the triangle. Base times height over 2. Why over 2? Because the triangle is half of the rectangle. Now, base times height over 2. 6 times 4, 24, divided by 2 is 12. So each triangle is 12 inches squared. Now to find the surface area, we write SA, surface area, equal to, now the first rectangle is 60. The area of it is 60. But let me multiply it outside. How many faces I have from this one is 1. So we'll leave it 1 here, plus. Now, what's the area of the second rectangle? It's 50. But how many equal faces I have here? I have 2. So it's multiplied by 2. Plus. The area of the triangle is 12. How many triangles do I have equal? It's 2. Now you add them. 60 plus. So you do multiplication first. 2 times 50 is 100. Plus 2 times 12 is 24. You can add them or you can use calculator. 184. Unit inches. Remember, I'm finding the area, so it's inches squared. Now let me take a little bit up. Okay, now we need to find the volume. So remember that about the volume, we said that here we don't have a cube or cuboid, so it's not length times width times height. To find the volume of this shape, I need to consider it like when I cut it. And I need to get equal pieces, okay? So if I need to cut this shape, I will cut it like this. Each time I'm getting triangle. So to find the volume of this shape, it's the area of the triangle times the length, or how many triangles I can get. This is the length here, this side. So it's the area of the triangle times 10. What's the area of the triangle? So volume, it's the area on the side times the length. So the area of the triangle, we already found it, it's 12 times, what's the length? Like how many triangles I can get? I can get 10. So times 10 is equal to 120 inches. Now if you make it squared, it will be wrong. This is the volume. The volume is inches cubed. Okay, next question. Next part. Here I have a pentagon. It's a regular pentagon, and then we have rectangles here. We need to find surface area and the volume. Okay, for the surface area, first let me count the faces. Pentagon is the base. It has 5 sides. So it means I have, from each side, I have a rectangle. So there is 5 rectangles and 2 pentagons. So 7 faces. Now, all the 5 rectangles are equal. So the rectangle is 5 by, what's this side? Is 6. Because the pentagon is regular. So it's 5 by 6. Then the area of it, 5 times 6 is 30 centimeters squared. Now again, we said how many rectangle I have? I have 5 of them. Now for the pentagon, we don't know how to find the area of it, so it's given. I just need to multiply it by 2 because it's 2 faces. Now, surface area is equal to the area of the rectangle, which is 30, but I have 5 of it, plus I have 2 pentagons, the area of the pentagon 61.94. Let's do it on the calculator very quickly. 30 times 5 plus 2 times 9, not 90, 61.94. 273.88. Unit centimeter squared. Now to find the volume, again, it's not cube or cuboid. So you check what's the base here, the cross section, it's pentagon. So each time I cut it like this, I'm getting pentagon. So how to find the volume? It's the area of the pentagon times the length. How many pentagon I can get? 5. So the volume is equal to the area of the pentagon times the length here, which is 5. Equal to 309.7. What's the unit? Centimeter cubed, because it's volume. Okay, now here we have a cuboid. I need to find the surface area and the volume. So we said that cuboid has 6 faces, front and back, 2, 2 sides, another 2 is 4. Then the top and the base, 6. 6 faces, and the opposite faces are equal. So I have only 3 distinguished faces, 3 different ones. So let me draw the front. It's 4 by 3. Then let me draw the side here. Side is 2 by 3. And then the top, the upper part, let me do it here. Now look, let's check. I need this side and this side. You don't have their values, check the opposite. This is 2. Check the opposite, this is 4. So it's 2 by 4. Now each one of them has 2 faces. Let me find the area of each face. 4 by 3, 12. 3 by 2 is 6. 4 by 2 is 8. Now the surface area is equal to 2 faces of the first one, which is 12, plus 2 faces of the second one, which is 6, plus 2 faces of the third one, which is 8. +24 plus 12 plus 16. So 6 and 4, 10, and 2 we have 2, we carry 1, 1 and 1, 2, 3, 5. 52 inches. I am finding the surface area, it should be inches squared. Now to find the volume, here we have a cuboid. The volume of the cuboid is Very easy. We write the formula. Volume is equal to length times width times height, which is basically 4 times 2 times 3. Let me show it to you on the graph. Length times width times height. You just multiply the 3 dimensions. So 3 by 2, 6. 6 by 4 is 24. 24, and then the unit, inches cubed, not squared. All right. Question 16. Find the volume rounded to the nearest tenth. So you need to write the formula. The volume of the cylinder is pi r squared times h, the height. So pi times r here is 5 squared times the height here is 12. Bring the calculator. Pi times 5 squared times 12. It says round to the nearest tenth. It means the first digit after the decimal. 942.5. Unit inches cubed. Now the second part, again we need to find the volume. So the formula, we know that the formula is pi r square h. H is here, 7.2. But here I have d, not r, 2.8. Because this is the full diameter. So to find r, it's d over 2. 2.8 divided by 2 is 1.4 meters. Now it's pi times 1.4 squared times 7.2. Calculator. Pi times 1.4 squared times the height 7.2. 44.3. Come to the nearest 10. The unit meter cubed. So always don't forget, the unit for the surface area has to be squared, but the volume has to be cubed. Okay, this is the end of the revision. Hope you get the benefit of it. And still, if you have questions, you can see me on Monday and Tuesday. Study hard and good luck.